Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, this is gonna be one of my many airport showcases, and as well as today we'll be marking my last airport showcase for Lana's Island International Airport. Now, welcome to another video of mine, guys. If you don't know me, my name is Mark. I'm a Canadian-based aviation YouTuber, and my YouTube channel, Maple Leaf Aviation, is all about aviation as well as travel. And welcome back to another video. Now, if you're new here, what I'm feeling right now is that I usually make model airport showcases, showcasing my airport with my 1-400 model airplanes. Not all my airplanes are kind of 1-400 though. I do have some Darren planes that do look like 1-400. They kind of match, for example, the Dynamite Jets terminal, but they're kind of cheap. But anyways, you might be asking, why is today's video gonna be the last one on Lana's airport showcase? To fully explain, if you guys haven't been following me, I actually make model airport showcases from time to time. However, these airports are all fictional. All of these airports are all fictional. Lana's Island Airport is a fictional airport that I created. I created a name, and basically the airport is kind of like based in the Pacific Ocean, kind of like off the coast of Mexico. So if you can imagine west of Mexico, and there's like a tiny island. It's not like the Mexican islands. I don't remember what the name is called. But yeah, there's like a little coast off the islands. And yet, that is where my airport would be located if this was a real airport, but however, it is not. So yeah, this is my last ever airport update. To fully explain, I actually had this airport for like 3 months now. These are all during the summer months. I think I first had this in the beginning of June. And now, sadly, at the last of August, this is gonna be my last airport update. I am actually planning to make an airport once again back in Canada. I think the last time I made a Canadian airport was back in April, and I ended it that month. I think I only made it for a month, but it's kind of based in Nova Scotia. I think for September and the entire autumn season, I will make my Canadian-based airport around somewhere in Nunavut, even though it is very, very cold there. And obviously, because Canada's population is around 37 million, I gotta make sure my airport is kind of not as big as Pearson, but rather just a big airport where I can accommodate more than just Air Canada. But yes, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this showcase for Lana's Island as we kind of like prepare to say goodbye to this airport. I think I might recreate it again next summer, which is gonna be sad because I know summer's ending soon. This video was recorded on the evening of August 28, 2020. So yeah, let's get into today's airport update. But before we get into it, I'm just gonna let you know the time frame is around 6 to 7 p.m. So that means it's gonna be another Sunset airport update. I kind of chose it at sunset for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's because it's very beautiful. It's sunset in tropical paradise. And number 2, sunsets do resemble an end of an era. So for example, for what's happening in this video, the scenario is that I'll be ending today's airport showcase. So let's get into it. First aircraft on today's list, here we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300, and this will be heading out to Seoul. Taking off on the same runway that the Delta Airlines A330 is going to be taking off on. Taking off on the runway right now, here we have an Emirates Airbus A380-800. And this will be heading out to Dubai. Moving on to the remote scans here, we have an Air Canada Boeing 777-200LR, and this just arrived in from Edmonton. Another Air Canada 777-200LR, this time in a new, recent, and current livery as well. And this just arrived in from Montreal. And finally, out of the 3 777s that are kind of showed here, just to give you a little evidence, yeah, out of all the 3 777s that are parked at a remote scan, this is the third one. 3 out of 3. Here we have a United Airlines Boeing 777-200LR, and it's just literally parked there. And yes, it just arrived in just a few hours ago from Washington National. Moving on to the low-cost terminal, here we have a JetBlue Airbus A320, and this just arrived in from San Diego. And next to him, here we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800, and just arrived in from Honolulu. Moving on to the international gates, the first aircraft we have on the list over here. On focus right now, here we have an Aeromexico Boeing 787-8, and this will be heading out to Mexico City. Next to him, here we have a KLM Boeing 787-8, and this will be heading out to Amsterdam. Next up, here we have a Japan Airlines Airbus A350-900. And yeah, guys, I do apologize for the scale. I actually accidentally got a 1/600 scale. I'm supposed to get 1/400 scale, but this is a gift from my brother, so I'm not gonna complain. I just gotta let you guys know, especially if you're new to this channel. But yes, anyways, here we have a Japan Airlines Airbus A350-900, and this will be heading out to Osaka, Kansai. Next up, here we have a Qantas Airbus A330-300. And in a few hours, around close to 10 p.m., this will be heading out to Brisbane. Pushing back right now, here we have a Cathay Pacific Airbus A340-300 in the Member of One World livery, and this will be heading out to Hong Kong. Next up, here we have an American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER, and this will be heading out to Miami. Here we have an Air Canada Boeing 787-9, and this just arrived in from Toronto. And finally, for the international gates, here we have a British Airways Boeing 747-400, and this will be heading out to London Heathrow. And here we have the legendary supersonic and one of the most iconic airliners ever built arriving at my airport. Here is one of the most special featured aircraft for today's video, especially that for the end of summer, like if you want to end kind of like an airport showcase. In my opinion, I should feature the Concorde here, because this is really, really nice. I know Concorde is noisy, and I know this aircraft was retired in 2003, but I basically don't care. Anyways, here we have an Air France Concorde, and this just arrived in from Paris. Moving on to the Delta Airlines terminal. First up, here we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300, and just a few hours ago, this just arrived in from New York JFK. And right now, it's just getting its trash off the aircraft. And it's going to be loading up some food, and then it will head out to New York JFK again in the morning. And the last ever aircraft for today's last airport showcase for Lana's Island ever is a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300. We have another one. This is the previous one I showed. I'm just pointing out my finger. And this one just arrived in from Detroit. And as you can see, the passengers, if you can see over here, the passengers are being offloaded from the plane and into the bus. But yeah, guys, you should be figuring out, I think. But yes, I just want to kindly explain to you. And that concludes my last ever airport showcase of Lana's Island, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. And yes, I don't think you guys, or myself rather, won't be able to see this airport for quite like a while now. I think it's gonna be like long months, probably even next summer. Who knows when you're gonna see this airport again. Hopefully I can make sure that I kind of create the same design as like if I ever make this airport again with the same name, I hope I can make it the same design. But it does depend, because every once in a while I'm actually gonna get a new model, and every time I get a new model I have to expand my airport. So yeah, that is the only difference, that if I ever make this airport again. But yes, guys, I don't really mention this when I make my fictional airports. I do make several fictional airports. Actually, I've made a lot of fictional airports during my 1 year history on my YouTube channel. And yes, I think this is one of the best airports I've actually created, because usually summer's my favorite season, and since I love summer, the more excited I get for summer, the more better I kind of make my airport, to be honest. I know this airport does not have things like artificial palm trees, kind of like a toy-sized palm trees, or the grass or all that stuff. Yeah, unfortunately I made my airport in a cheap way, but hopefully I can improve it in the near future. But yes guys, once again, that wraps up today's airport showcase. If you guys like this video, please give me that big thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you're new. And hit that notification bell. Follow me on my Instagram at Maple Leaf Aviation. I'm going to put it in the description below. And as always guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.